Yep. And that's why I'm not riding today. Have you guys seen my post on the community page probably about, what's been 3, 4, or 5 months ago? Yeah, as you can tell by my daughter's car, all those dents and scratches and stuff. She rammed her car into the garage, completely wiping out the garage door, and hit Angel, my 2007 Kawasaki Vulcan 1600 Classic. So we are going to go on a hike today instead. As you can see, Missy is very excited. It's been a long time since we've been out on a walk, so she's excited to get out and roam. I thought today that maybe we would go, I don't know, maybe do the college. I think in my last hike I talked a little bit about the college, so that's what we're going to do today. And I think I'll also take you along a little bit of the bike path, just down on, I think it's actually 5th Street. There's a divided roadway there. One side of the road is, one direction, the other side is the other direction. But then in the middle, between the two one-directional roads, is a path. That path used to be train tracks, but now it's a walking and biking path. So we're going to go on that path for a little while till we go just a few blocks to Grand Avenue, and then we'll cut through a little bit of the downtown area, make our way up the hill on the other side of the river, and we'll start walking through the Beloit College. I'll show you a few buildings. I'm not an expert with the Beloit College, okay? I don't know exactly what buildings are what classes and stuff like that. But I think there's a lot of good, archaeology and business and stuff like that. So yeah, there's a good plethora of educational choices at the Beloit College. Plus they have sports. They got basketball and football and baseball, and now they got a swim team, and I think there's a lacrosse team and all this other stuff now. So we're going to have a great walk today. I don't even want to call it a hike. It's just a walk. Okay, so this is the walking and biking path, and these are the two roads. And this side, of course, goes one way. This side goes the other. And this used to be an old train track system. In fact, right over here, you can actually see some of the railroad tracks. Now, these tracks used to go around down the side of that building over there and cross where that walking bridge is that we've been over several times. So yeah, that's kind of cool that they still have these tracks sitting here. All right, so here's our first road crossing along this bike path, and we're actually going to go down to the next road, and then we'll turn. So how have you guys been doing so far? How you guys been enjoying the new year? It's been a crazy one around here, I tell you. Our winter was almost non-existent. We had like one big snowstorm. I think it was just after New Year's, and then we got hit with a pretty good cold spell, negative something other degrees. I don't remember exactly what. And then it warmed up to like 50, 60 degrees almost the entire winter. And then spring came along, and we got hit with like 3 or 4 snowstorms. I think we actually got more snow in the beginning part of spring than we did all winter. Oh, it's just funny. I don't know. But anyway, it is still spring out, as you can tell. There's no real leaves and trees yet. You know, they're starting to bud, but nothing yet. In fact, these trees here, look at that, they got the blossoms going. Nice. I can actually smell them. Oh, I like the side of that building. I know that ivy, vines and stuff crawling up the side of a building is actually really bad for the building because it deteriorates the brick and whatever siding there is, but it just looks so cool. I'll get you guys caught up on my job situation. I think the last thing that I recorded for you guys was that I put in a transfer for a different position. Again, this is like my second transfer in like 6 months. And of course there was a whole rigmarole. I turned it in, but then our general manager went on vacation. And she wanted to talk to me before the transfer was put in place, so I had to wait a couple of weeks to talk to her. When she came back, I actually got really sick, so I was gone for almost a week. And it took me a while to get back to full health and actually be able to get together with her and talk. So yeah, it took over a month. I finally got to talk to her, and because she wanted to know why I wanted out of my position I was in, and I was telling her how I was feeling like I was being pushed into a supervisory position, which I still say that I was. But she was like, no, you're not, that's all stuff that a normal employee should do. It's like, yeah, I understand that a normal employee should be doing it, but the normal employee isn't accountable for it being done. And that was the position I was being in. So I talked to her and everything, and she understands my my feelings about the situation, and she ended up granting me the transfer. So I have been working in a new position now for what has it only been like a week. Hi there.
Good morning.
How you doing?
Good, thanks. How's it going?
Good.
Ready? Smell that money?
The farmers market hasn't started yet for the year, so usually this street here and the one going down that way from the stop and go light would have vendors with tents and working out of their pickup trucks and whatnot. So right now it's kind of dead down here. It's a Sunday, so a lot of businesses are closed, the bank's closed and all that. So hi, come on, you can't go in there. This place behind me is called Trucks, and I think it's Truks. Okay. And it's a taco bar. Pretty good tacos, but they are kind of expensive. As you can probably tell by that blue sign there, this is now the Hendricks School of Art, part of the Beloit College, but for decades this was our Beloit Library, public library. And now it's part of the Beloit College. And of course, I've talked about the Hendricks family before. They're like the wealthiest family here in Beloit. So that's a good portion of the downtown area that we just walked through. And I think this is the road I'm going to turn on. We're going to turn left up here and head up the hill, and we will go through the college grounds. Nice big hill behind me, and this over here is just an apartment complex. I think it's like an assisted living. But we're going to get into the Beloit College now. And hi there.
How are you doing?
I'm doing well.
Are you coming down this way?
No, actually, I'm going to go through the college.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Nope, no worries.
Have a nice one.
You too. So, when we were downtown, going past the Hendricks building, and that's an art building, meaning sculptures, paintings, drawings, stuff like that. This right here is the Aldridge Theater, so this is more of a performing arts center, not just sculptures and stuff like that. That is actually the school chapel right over there across the way. Nice old building, I just love it. But pretty much a lot of these other buildings throughout here, they're all different types of classrooms. I don't know what they do in all of them. Some of them have signs on them, some of them don't. I'm sure they all have names, you know. But again, I don't know. Oh, got some other dogs walking through the campus over there. All right, now, just behind that big tree there, you'll see that mound of earth. That's an Indian burial ground right there. And I think Missy will want to go over and say hi to those other dogs. So I'm going to let you go for right now. All right, so Missy was able to get a little bit of socializing there, and that's Lucy that we met. The other two, they seemed a little more aggressive, so Mama kept the two little ones away. But as I was saying, you see mounds out here on the grounds. And this is an Indian burial mound, or sorry, I should say Native American burial ground. Sorry, I grew up in the 70s before all these terminologies were changed, okay? Some of these mounds have been excavated, and they have the remains and the findings in a building somewhere, okay? It's part of the archaeological program here. But I think the vast majority of them have been left alone. I think they only excavated 2, I think. But yeah, this is great. I mean, look at this stuff. Indian burial mounds to me are kind of fascinating. You know, what they represent. Could be just a simple mound, meaning that maybe they were just a high figure in the tribe, in the village. And then some of them get to be kind of elaborate, and they take animal shapes, birds, turtles, snakes, whatever. And those were for higher ranking officials within the town. So yeah, look at all these mounds out here. There's probably about a dozen or so just in this little area here. And there's other places around town where you can find some burial mounds. In fact, there's a park out by Turtle Creek that's in the shape of a turtle, I think. Turtles are plentiful around here because of the Rock River. But yeah, I mean, that old building for the college, I think that's one of the original structures. Here's another church here for the school. Most of the houses around the residential area, just, you know, a block or two down, are pretty much all school owned, and they have students living in them. They become sorority and fraternity houses and stuff like that. I love that old Gothic stonework. It's really nice, and the entryway, just love that. Well, looks like they're doing a little bit of repair work here. And again, this is one of those buildings I have no idea what it is. No, that's a newer building, probably built in like the 70s or something like that. I don't know. I know it's not a dormitory or anything like that, because those are on the other side of the campus. Look at that big long bench there. 1903. That was the year that's imprinted on the back upright of the bench. Oh, we got another puppy coming. Okay, gonna let you guys go. So, no, they couldn't meet. That dog was a little bit aggressive. Okay, so coming up onto this roadway right up here are more student housing. And this is where most of the students are put up. Again, some of the houses on the side over here are frats and sororities. I think there's a couple of buildings on this side that are also frats and sororities. And in fact, now that I think about it, I think all of those are fraternities and all of these are frat houses. I believe so, anyway. And then, so it's not uncommon to come walking through here in the spring and summer and the fall and seeing students. This, we got some kids grilling up here. That's great. I like seeing that. Hopefully the settle down.
Have fun.
Yeah, well,
Yep.
it's good to meet you, Mark.
Yeah, thanks for talking, guys.
Yeah, of
Appreciate
course.
that.
Bye, baby girl.
All right.
Missy.
So what's your frat house?
Sigma Chi.
Sigma Chi.
The Alpha Zeta chapter.
Okay.
Fourth longest in Sigma Chi history.
Excellent.
1882.
You guys are on YouTube. The channel is Chef Hiker Biker. This will probably be up in about a month or so. We stopped because the other dog came running out towards us and everything like that. So we talked and she got to socialize a bit, and those guys were really cool. Yep, really nice college, really nice people. Now, I never went to college here, as I've told you before, but my older brother did. He was the star center back in the early 90s, late 80s, early 90s. And this building right in front of us was actually his dorm for a while. And I'd kind of like to get in there and just see how things have changed, because last I knew his dorm was originally a mop closet. All right, so we're gonna cut through the backside over here. And again, all these buildings over here, even the ones down there, and there's even buildings I think behind that one, it's all student populated. So those are all dorms. My son Tim actually worked in the janitorial services here at the college for a little bit. So that is pretty much the extent of Beloit College. It's not a huge college. I mean, they probably have a population, a student population of a few thousand, but it's a very good college. Kind of specializes in a few things. Lots of sports opportunities. Speaking of which, one of the sports things here is the Beloit College Buccaneers symbol. And they've had that symbol ever since the college was put in place and they had a sports program and everything. Well, it ends up being the Tampa Bay Buccaneers were using that trademark symbol, the little design, for their helmets. And eventually the Beloit College sued the Buccaneers over the rights to that insignia, that design. And the Beloit College actually won. That's why it was been like 20 years ago, 30 years ago or more, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had to change the symbol on their helmets, and they got the Jolly Roger flag on their helmet now. It's because the Beloit College sued for the rights of that that design logo of the pirate with the scimitar in his teeth and stuff. So yeah. So if you want to know why the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had to change their logo, it's because of this college. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see it through the trees, but over there to the right is the old stone water tower. Of course, that's not in use anymore, but it is kept up for a historical monument. And you can actually walk up to the base of it. They have a doorway that goes in, but because of vandalism and homeless use, the city ended up welding gates to close up the lower part of it. You can still see into it. You know, it's bars, it's not solid steel. So yeah, it's kind of cool. There's actually a pretty good shot right there. You can see through the windows and everything. That's really neat. I like that. To me, that's one of the gems of Beloit, is that water tower right there. And the city actually uses it quite a bit in their advertising of the city. Okay, we're gonna continue walking. We're gonna go through the stop and go light here, which is Riverside Drive, heading over the Portland Avenue Bridge. Technically, I think it's actually the White Avenue Bridge, but yeah, I don't think it actually turns to Portland until after the bridge. But I always refer to it as Portland Avenue because, well, that's the side of the river I live on. And the big smokestack over there, that's the old power plant that the school has purchased and refabricated and everything. And that's used to be the hydraulic dam system. So we've been by there a few times, and we've taken the walkway on the back side of the building. So this is just a different approach. Okay, for safety reasons, I decided not to record crossing the street. I'd rather pay attention to the traffic than pay attention to the camera. There's the start of Riverside Park, although that's not the main entrance to the park. That just goes into a small little parking lot. The main entrance is a little farther down on Riverside Drive, which, yes, we've walked down through that in the last walk that we did, I think, or a couple of walks ago or something. Instead of going over the footbridge with the mocked up train engine car above it, I think we're going to stay on the road bridge. Might get a little loud with traffic, but you know, we'll do the best we can. Birds are really starting to come out. I've been hearing chirps and squawks during the entire walk today. There's a beautiful breeze blowing. So here's a view from our walking bridge. The dam is just over there. And then you can see down at the other side of the park is the Hendricks Bridge. And again, the rest of the walk you've pretty much been on. We've come down on the walking paths down here and stuff. So I think I'm going to start signing off here, guys. Thanks for coming along on this beautiful spring day, going on a walk with us, getting caught up a bit with what's been going on with work and stuff, and to give you the final about what I've last heard about my garage and the damages to Angel and stuff. Sounds like I just got to pay my deductible, but everything else should be fixed. So I'm hoping to get a new garage door here in the next week or so. I still have not actually heard from the insurance about the coverage amount for Angel. And being that it's just fenders and a blinker, I'm thinking I might just try to order the parts myself and put them on myself, and I'll make videos on doing that, okay? So yeah, that's right now my plan. I just hope that I can find the parts. You know, I'll go to eBay, maybe find something used but undamaged, which is highly doubtful. Yeah, we're just gonna have to wait and see. All right, well, this is Mark and Missy out for our walk. Thank you so much for watching. Always believe, heart, soul, mind, and body, in yourself, that you can go out, you can have your adventure, have your cruise, and eat that new dish. Thanks, guys. Bye.